we are waiting for this process, you can go ahead and share your screen just to show what you just typed in right now.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Stand by. So if everyone can hear me, forgive my screen looks a little different because I use some more indicators, a few more training wheels than Mr. Tony has taught us. But Thursday starts here, right? And then Friday goes to the right, and you can see the difference in what he's speaking of based on what I've highlighted. So this is Thursday, yesterday, and I took this trade. It's an $8 rally. And then today,
Typed in right now. Go ahead. Mel, if you've got a screen share and you want to share your screen while we are waiting for this process, you can go ahead and share your screen just to show what you just typed in right now.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Stand by. So if everyone can hear me, forgive my screen looks a little different because I use some more indicators, a few more training wheels than Mr. Tony has taught us. But Thursday starts here, right? And then Friday goes to the right, and you can see the difference in what he's speaking of based on what I've highlighted. So this is Thursday, yesterday, and I took this trade. It's an $8 rally. And then today, you always hope that there's a continuation of the rally, but it didn't happen. And it went into consolidation today after its little scalp move, as he was describing.
Did you take the scalp up, or did you wait for that?
No, I didn't, because I ended up, like on Tuesday, I took a longer trade, a longer option, weekly option play to ride AMD to 110. So I just I just watched today and let today ride out, knowing that there was, from looking at higher time frames like the 1 hour and the daily, seeing that this consolidation is sort of like a break, like running up the hill and the runner got tired and is taking a water break today, so to speak.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hope that helps. Let me know if I can explain it better.
Thank you, Mel. Yeah, she was explaining the differences from yesterday and today. You are not back up yet. Let me see. Oh, there you go. So now I've got you here on my end. So now we just need to, if you still see her screen, you are delayed. All right, perfect. Mel, that was pretty helpful, actually. Kind of gave me a different thought process in mind that Mr. Tony, I'm going to bring up to you when you do get to have proper connection.
No problem. I'm really trying to be a swing trader, so I kind of play both sides, if you will.
You guys probably can't even hear him right now, but yes, he's saying he's going to be home next week. What day? He's not sure yet what day, but he's going to be home next week, so that way he can have better connection. And let me see here.
It was still helpful though to talk through that, because I think even just having the conversation again about the scalp versus the swing trade or a longer term trade is really good.
Yeah, because sometimes the trade is so good you don't want to, it can keep going. If you're looking at a higher time frame, like, that's really helpful to look at a 1 hour, look at the crossovers of the moving averages, because that also shows you like, oh, this trade is going to last longer, on a higher time frame. Like when you see a 20 go above the 200, or the 8 go above the 20 on a 1 hour, you're like, oh, this is going to go a couple more hours,
I agree. And I also think for me, sometimes I forget about my mindset going into a trade because I just get excited that it's going up or down in my favor, I guess.
I do
So,
too. And that's so hard. Like today, AMD, I was like, I'm going to trade AMD. It's going to work. I'm going to go to 110, maybe 112. And then it was like,
and then
no,
it dies.
not today.
And you're like, oh, never mind.
Right.
Not my day.
Right. So that's when I immediately look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily again, right? Say at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm on Pacific time and see, oh, okay, we're back in consolidation. So don't panic because it went back to 106. It could still buy a longer option. You know, I bought an option till next Friday and there could be a rally again, a random rally.
I think that's like a really good, important reminder too, is especially right now in this market, buying time on options has been like a lifesaver for me.
Yes, the key is time, is both calculating the time and the price, which, you know, some people are very hesitant to do. But if you know, the way Mr. Tony has taught us, if you really are focusing on one or two stocks, you're learning them, right? And you start to understand where they pivot. I'll tell you something that I really discovered that really helped me, to all of you, is TradingView does pivots. Like they have, if you go to the watch list section of your chart, it'll give you a like a meter, you know, a speedometer of, is it a buy or a sell? If you click on the top one, it gives you support and resistance. And it gives you like Fibonacci support and resistance levels. And I find that the stocks honor those levels quite well. They'll either bounce off of them and come back down, or it'll, you know, break through it ideally. But they are a great gauge and you can utilize them based on time frame. So
Where do you?
it's on TradingView. I'll send I can let's see, let me show you. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Stand by.
No worries. Thank you.
Mel, in the meantime, do you want to share that just real quick on your screen? Like how you were just explaining TradingView?
Yes, I will. Stand by.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm multitasking here. I'm listening to you guys, but at the same time, I'm
All good. No worries.
I'll pull it up. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Let me share. Okay. All right. Can everyone see this?
Yep, we can see
Okay,
it.
so that's, you know, when you just go to a stock looking at on TradingView. If you click this notepad, right, it opens up your watch list.
Mhm.
You scroll down at the bottom. Oh, it's the technicals, the technical speedometer, I like to call it, right? Click on more technicals, right? And then it's going to open this box. And most people kind of just stop here, because you see all the time frames are at the top. And it gives you a sense of if it's a buy or sell.
Oh, wow.
And these, so I use, since we all are learning Fibonacci, right? I personally love Fibonacci. I've always have, even before Mr. Tony came into my world.
Like the 3, 5, and 8.
Yeah, 3, 5, and 8, and just the math of it. Anyway, so here I use these Fibonacci levels, and they're very helpful in identifying a stronger support and resistance.
Mm.
And if you are to mark these levels, right, on your chart, whether it's 1 day, 5 minutes, they're going to shift. The numbers shift depending on the time frame. But like, see, AMD right now is 30 minutes, it's a buy, right? In 4 hours, moving averages says it's a strong buy. And the top resistance is 110.96, right? So which is why I set a strike price of 110, because we're already at 109, which means we have already broken through resistance 2.
So just to confirm, it says strong buy based on the moving averages that you
Yes, so
have
that's
highlighted in your
no, it has nothing to do with me. It's the calculation of TradingView.
I see. Okay.
It's the tool I use that TradingView's, algorithm has set up, but it's pretty honorable. And then as you see, it changes for the daily. So if we were in this trade at 6 a.m, right, or 6:30, right, and it said buy, you likely in 30 minutes or so, I don't use that. I just use these, the pivots. And the pivots are quite strong in holding true to where the stock shifts downward or uptrends and so forth and such. So
helpful. Thank you.
yeah, and with options, obviously there's math involved.
Right.
So you've got to calculate time and price, right? So we're in an uptrend on AMD. This is the weekly, right? Sorry. This is the daily. Right. And we're in an uptrend, and we are currently at, this closing candle closed at 106, right? So based on those Fibonacci levels, right, I would put here, I would use this, and we're at 106. So the next resistance level it needs to break through is 109.71, which it did today, right? And after that would be 117.84. So which is a steeper climb, but if you also understand patterns, right, like double bottoms and such, you can calculate the time in which the last time it was at this price was on March 30th. Therefore, it's not going to happen in 2 days. It's going to happen maybe in a month. So you would buy a monthly option.
That makes sense. Thank you for that.
Is your blue dotted line the 200?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, the 200, the 20, I use the 50 because as training wheels, as I like to call it, the 8, and this is known as the TEMA 8, which is just helpful for me to see pivots, to see the change on when it shifts in momentum. So, and it can also be applied on the TEMA. Same thing. So I'm using everything that Mr. Tony has taught us with a few training wheels because I'm brand new at this. And that's Thursday, right? And this was today.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Just like kind of an added bonus on top of what Mr. Tony's taught us.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm happy to help. I mean, I want us all to win, I want us all to succeed, I should say.
Same.
You're welcome. So feel free to text me or anything. I'll put my info in the chat. You guys are happy. I'm happy to help people and work together, you know, for us to succeed.
Thank you. That was a powerful tool. I like those pivot points, and I didn't even know TradingView had that to offer. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, when I discovered it, you know, I was very happy. Like, don't be afraid to press buttons on other resources and sites. I find that is that's the key. I've spent like the last year and a half trying to learn how to trade. So you know, keep searching, keep researching, but don't, you know, don't deep dive, don't too much. Use what we're learning and then augment it to fit your style, right? Because that's all I have to say.